Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to the Global Clusters. And I cannot but say thank you to God Almighty. Only the living can be here right now. If you're seeing me right now, if you have joined this live, it's simply because God has made it possible for you to be here. So we have to acknowledge God, all right? We cannot rule out the God factor. So I want everyone to be grateful to God, all right, that you're alive, that you have not been abducted, that you're alive. It's not as if we're better than those guys, other guys, you understand, but God has kept us. So we have to be grateful to God, all right? I want to quickly thank, especially thank the global president in the person of Ambassador Aziz Adekunle Badmus. Thank you, sir, for all you do for humanity. And I want to thank the global first lady, Chief Motrayo Badmus. Thank you, thank you. I want to thank our leaders. This is Accurate Knowledge and Information Revolution, okay? I want to appreciate our host, Mr. Jaja. And I want to thank Noble Clusterians. And I also want to thank non-Clusterians. You're just a passerby, or you just stumbled upon or on this live or on our channel or on our social media handles. Please just stay tuned, all right? I am Fares, and I'll be your anchor for today. Before we dive into what we have for today, let's have our promo video. Please go nowhere. All right.
Knowledge is power, and the knowledge and information revolution is about sharing it freely. We live in a world where access to education and information can change lives. At Global Clusters, we champion this revolution by promoting lifelong learning, critical thinking, and the free flow of ideas. This is more than access, it's about empowerment. By equipping individuals with knowledge, we unlock innovation, drive progress, and shape a brighter, more informed future for all. Join us in spreading the light of knowledge and transforming the world, one idea at a time. Knowledge is the foundation of progress. Be part of the knowledge and information revolution at theglobalclusters.org. Stay informed about new revolutions, events, and insights. Every meeting is a chance to grow, innovate, and contribute to a more enlightened world. The revolution needs you. Join us now.
All right. Okay. The revolution needs you. The revolution needs you. Okay. It's not the kind that involves using guns, using RPGs, using intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. It's the kind that involves positive positive thinking, critical thinking, um, a mind shift, a positive mind shift, um, love for humanity, care for humanity, learning or grasping accurate knowledge and information. So that's the kind of revolution we're talking about. So it is accurate knowledge and information revolution. If we are not getting the right information, then life is going to be unbearable for us. All right. Life is going to get very, very difficult. Misinformation, misleading information, okay, will always end in disaster. All right. It will always end in disaster. If you're not well informed, if you're not well informed, it means trouble. It's going to mean trouble for people in your community. It's going to mean people. It's going to mean trouble. I beg your pardon, for people around you in your neighborhood, maybe in your compound. You understand? Because if you give a false information, it can cause serious problems. Because somebody you have told who has not been able to verify, and the person is in panic, the person is troubled, the person is not settled, and he sets out on a journey that of no return. So we are here again today to learn. Yes, I may be the one doing the talking and you're listening. Yes, fine, beautiful. But there will come a time that we'll be needing you to add your voice. So it's not a one-way thing, all right? It is not a one-way thing. Whoever is a teacher, or if you have a tutor, or you have a speaker, he speaks, you listen, and you also respond, you also contribute, then your speaker or spokesperson learns, or he will learn. All right. So today's accurate knowledge and information revolution. We are building a nation by building mind. All right. We are building a nation by building minds. We are not we know the news that is flying right now. We know the bad things happening right now. And we're saying, let's come together. Let's not repeat bad things, history, what others have done in time past. And it never brought out anything meaningful, tangible. So, ladies and gentlemen, leaders, thinkers, and emerging nation builders. Today we stand in a world where nations no longer rise by the size of their land mass, military strength, or natural resources. Okay, they rise by the quality of their knowledge, the accuracy of their information, and the wisdom of their people. Do not disregard people. Do not disregard information, especially accurate information. Okay, people are many a time are very quick to spreading bad news. All right, or you're just catching fun. All right, there's this expression, we just they catch cruise. You understand? Things are bad, things are happening, people are dying, and it's something to be jesting about. You understand? People are in sorrow. People are lamenting, crying. They are of a sorrowful heart, and people are on the social media, cracking, making one comedy or the other out of things like that, or things such as this, what we are going through, instead of thinking, how do we get out of this? All right. So, based on accurate knowledge and information, the global clusters has decided to bring you what you need to listen to, the kind of information you spread, your circle of influence, the kind of people you move with, people you listen to, the kind of messages you listen to. Uh, who is your mentor? Who is your mentor? Are you listening to people that will tell you, let's kill this guy, let's possess his possession, let's just take his life or claim his life, and whatever he has belongs to us, or will belong to us, or it belongs to me. Okay, so let us not rise by the size of our landmass. Okay, I mean, today we stand in a world where nations no longer rise by the size of their landmass, military strength, or natural resources. They rise by the quality of their knowledge, the accuracy of their information, and the wisdom of their people. The global president used to say that three of us, four of us, five of us, the five of us together, we are better than one of us. or two of us. So good heads. Now we're talking about good heads. We're not talking about people who are thinking of how they can defraud their fellow brother or sister. No, we're not talking about people who want to scatter, disorganize the nation or their nation. You know, we have a mantra, all right? What is our mantra? Our mantra is manga, MANGA. Make, the M. Africa, the A. Nigeria, the N. Great, the G. And the last A, again. We want to come back to that accurate pedestal, that right point. Where we have missed it, we need to retrace our steps. We want to come back to the normal, accurate, correct thing. You know, we have what we call the some people say normal, and the new normal. You understand? When there was we had NSAS and bad governance and all that, and we had some people claim lives or claim people's lives. That's not accurate. That is not accurate. All right, it is not good. That's what I'm trying to say. It is not the good. It's not a right thing to do. You cannot give life. Why do you want to take that life? Have you ever thought of it that an ant, if you step, like if you kill an ant, can you bring that ant back to life? That's an ant. An ant, okay? An ant. You just killed an ant. Can you bring that ant back to life? Your guess is as good as mine. How much more humans? All right. You know, during back in the day, you know, I want to go back to uh, primary school days, you know, the elementary times or time. You know, we're taught what is a living thing, all right? Or what are living things? A living thing is something or an organism that has life, all right? Okay, do you understand? Now, every nation that is truly growing, okay, every nation that is truly growing, from Singapore to Rwanda. Don't worry, we're coming back to Africa. We're coming back to Nigeria. But we're trying to pick a little here, a little there. You know, some of these countries who once had they had turbulence, they had tough times, they had terrible times, but they were able to have a rethink. They were able to come together. What can we do? It wasn't magic. It wasn't abracadabra, all right? People had to come together. What can we do? How do we do it? What? Yes. So, every nation that is truly growing, from Singapore to Rwanda, has one thing in common. They began a revolution of information discipline. We need information discipline. And that's why we're having accurate knowledge and information revolution today. Okay, so we need information discipline, and then they built systems that made correct knowledge accessible to all. Now we are making correct knowledge accessible to everyone. Right now, you have to make up your mind to grasp, to hold on to your portion. Take that which belongs to you. Don't just be a passerby, a spectator, someone who is just hearing but not doing, or someone who doesn't want to hear at all. When you go live or you join your friends or folks, What do you guys discuss? What do you guys talk about? Are you destroying your nation or are you building your nation? Only you can answer that. But if you're doing the wrong thing, I want to implore you. I want to admonish you right now that the proper thing to do is to follow the channel of accurate knowledge and information. Do away with greed. Stay away from greed. You just want everything for yourself. You don't care about others. You've been given a project, all right, and people that are supposed to benefit from it. You just start on everything. You start on everything, and you're making people suffer. Your people have gone hungry because you have not given them what belongs to them. In Nigeria today, we are not suffering from a lack of talent or potential. No, 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 no. We, the whole world knows that Africans or Nigerians are talented. We are loaded with potentials. Yes. Did you hear me right? Yes, you did hear me well. Yes. We are suffering from a disconnection between accurate knowledge and daily decision making. So we need daily decision making. I don't want to I don't want to do evil. I don't want to take what belongs to another person unlawfully. You understand? An information revolution, clean, reliable. Audran, you guys should live there. Empowering information shared at scale can change everything. All right? An information revolution, clean, reliable, empowering information shared at scale can change everything. We had a meeting some time ago, and the speaker, I guess, was saying, knowledge is power, knowledge is power. When it was my time to speak, I said, I do not disagree with that expression, with what you just said, but I said, let me refrain, or let me refresh it. Knowledge, knowledge utilized wields the real power. If you have knowledge and you do not make use of it, then it just lies there. It's lying there. It doesn't produce. It produces nothing. You get no results. All right. So it is more than it's one thing to have knowledge. It's another thing to take advantage or utilize that knowledge you possess. Knowledge is power, knowledge is power, knowledge is power. But if you don't use it, then it is not accurate. Then you don't, it's as if you don't even have it in the first place. All right. So that's the one that can change everything. This is what I call accurate knowledge and information revolution. And this is the foundation of true nation building. So how do we build our nation? We have to come together. We have to be united. United we stand, divided we fall. You know where that is coming from. And it is for every, I know you may be saying, no, that's for America, that's for one country. It's for the whole world. All right. It's a common rule, or should I call it a principle that stands that we cannot overrule. Now, I have something I want to quickly talk about. Why accurate knowledge matters for nation building. Why? All right. A nation is built in 3 layers, and I'll go straight into that. Number 1, individual capacity. Individual capacity. Number 2, institutional strength. I'll say that again. Institutional strength. Institutional strength. All right. Number 3, national mindset. All three are driven by knowledge. I told you guys to leave that place. Sorry about that. Children. So all three are driven by knowledge. Number one, individual capacity. A person without accurate knowledge is limited. A person without accurate knowledge is limited. You just do things anyhow. You can cause accidents. You mislead people. Yes, especially when you give them wrong information. A person misinformed is dangerous to themselves and the society. Yes, very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Look at the Nigerian economy. Many young people want to succeed, but lack correct information about skills, markets, opportunities, or even basic financial literacy. But I have good news for you. With correct knowledge, an average citizen becomes a productive citizen. I'll say that again. With correct knowledge, an average citizen becomes a productive citizen. In one of our meetings, I was talking about Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, I was talking about Mahatma Gandhi, and I was trying to quote, I was trying to give us one of his quotes. That change you seek, start that change, spark that change. Let it start from your own quarters. All right. Okay. Number two, institutional strength. Hospitals, schools, banks, courts, ministries. How strong they are is proportional to the accuracy of the information they operate with. All right. A school that teaches outdated curriculum will produce outdated thinkers. That's why we're saying we need accurate knowledge and information. Today I was with my family. We were at a conference, a gathering of highly influential folks, people, all right? Like people, well-to-do people in the society. And it was it was a married conference. And we had a good time, a very, very good time. All right. We had a very, very good time. And we were listening to people who have gone through a particular phase. So it means listening to people of timber and caliber, you know, in that particular field, um, will really go a long way. All right. It means I was able to learn one or two things. I was able to grasp something tangible, something meaningful. All right. So a school that teaches outdated curriculum will produce outdated thinkers. We're in the 21st century. Are you thinking like somebody from, the 18th century? Things have changed, whether we like it or not. Artificial intelligence has come to stay. No, technology is demonic. No, I don't want to use artificial intelligence. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Because evil people or evil-minded people are using it. They're using it to do their own stuff. Then, as a positive thinker or somebody who wants to create something that the next generation will be dazed. You understand? They will be like, wow, what kind of a God is this? Like a small God, God. God put so much in man. When I say man, I'm talking about both genders, all right? put so much into man. Are we underutilizing what God has put in us? All these great guys, that's the so-called great guys, they don't, none of them has two heads. Two. All right? None. You have to start to work. When I say work on your mind. Your circle of influence is the real deal. You should gather around people that are non-entities, people that will tell you trash, will talk about bullshit and all the mess, things that will not edify, things that will not add value to your life. And that's what you produce. A pawpaw tree can never produce mango, or pawpaw trees don't produce mangoes. Never. All right. A dog, it will be very, very hard for a dog to, a bitch, yes, a female dog. It will be very, very difficult for a bitch to give birth to piglets. No. So you cannot have what you don't, you cannot give, I beg your pardon, you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. It's impossible. A ministry that relies on incomplete data will produce incomplete policies. A ministry, when I say ministry, I'm not talking about, not necessarily uh, a place of worship, all right, or a ministry, any ministry. Think of any ministry. It could be a church, could be a mosque, it could be, you know. So a ministry that relies on incomplete data will produce incomplete policies. I have another one here, number 3, national mindset. National mindset. The biggest challenge of Nigeria is not corruption. I said biggest. I didn't say corruption is not part. Please don't get it twisted. I hope you're following. The biggest challenge of Nigeria is not corruption. It is misinformation and mindset gaps. Mindset gaps. Mindset gaps. Rumors spread faster than truth. That's why we gather to say, stop spreading bad news. Stop bad mouthing your brother. Don't slander your brother. Don't slander your sister. Rumors spread faster than truth. Why? Conspiracy spreads more than clarity. Why? It should stop. Negativity spreads quicker than solutions. Negativity. You're an African, or many of you, or many Africans listening, or you know what I'm talking about. We've all had a fair share of what is happening today. Conspiracy should not spread more than clarity. Be plain. Global president was talking about integrity, he was talking about unity, he was talking about peace. He was saying that integrity is a currency. Yes, I quite agree with him. I agree totally. You've been given a task to handle. You were given maybe 100 million naira, and perhaps, or maybe what you spent to complete that project was 50 million or 60. Why not make everything crystal clear? This is what I spent. This is how much I paid to this set of people. I paid maybe carpenters. I paid plumbers. I paid electricians. I paid painters. Just be plain about it. I'm trying to remember now. Somebody was sharing something with me a few days ago, and he said, I may not be able to remember the complete story, but I want you to figure out something. I want you to pick out something, a lesson, so that you will not quote me that Fares said, you know, something that I'm not 100% sure of. I hardly say it with confidence, all right? But I am headed somewhere. He said, an amount entered a young guy's account. You know, he's a business guy, very young. I mean, a young guy, something he wasn't expecting. And he lost control. He traveled to another state, maybe to Abuja, and he started spending. He was reckless in his spendings. What he wasn't doing before, he started to. I mean, he started to indulge in unthinkable acts because he laid his hands on money that he never dreamt of having. All right, okay. And according to the person that shared the story, the person said when they finally caught, I mean, nabbed him, you know, and they discovered that out of 100% of the millions um, that was sent to his account, he had already squandered 70, 70 to about 80%. And they wanted to ask, okay, what did you even do with the money in like in less than a month? I think. What did you do with the money? You discovered that you spend the money on vain things, like things that I mean, you know this. I don't want to begin to count. You understand? And they now decided to search for his parents. According to the person who shared the story, when they got to his parents, you mean out of all the money you spent, you did not even take care of your parents? Out of the millions you spent this to buy this, you lavished the money on ladies. You know, the guy don't flex. He flex well. You know, they get me, but the guy flex well, flex. And I lent the remaining money. The remaining money was given to his parents, and they locked the guy. I mean, they jailed him. That got me thinking that the person that did that, the owner of the money, must be a very crazy person in a positive way. Now, are you getting what I'm trying to say? There's a twist there. I don't know if anybody's able to reason what I am trying to. I mean, that was when the person was sharing it. I was telling the person that the way I am thinking, or the way I think, or the way I was picturing what he was saying. It was in an absurd way. You understand? You understand what I'm trying to say? So what I'm trying to say is there's this. Is there an adage now? Is it an adage? Um, some of you will be able to figure out what I'm trying to say. You don't know the true color, the true character of a man until he has money. Let something tangible reach him, or let him have the privilege of handling millions. You understand? Then you know you'll be able to say, okay, she understand. I don't know how to say it in Yoruba, honestly. It would have carried the kind of weight, you understand, it to carry the kind of weight I want it to pass. I mean, I want you to grasp. Yes, that I want you to grasp. All right. Now, I have a true life Nigerian story here, or I have some I want to share. Let's bring this home with real stories. The farmer who transformed his village. The farmer who transformed his village. In Kebbi State, a young farmer attended an agricultural workshop where he learned modern irrigation and seed spacing techniques. Before 6 months, his yield tripled. Before 12 months, 40 farmers in his community were copying him. Before 2 years, NGOs, government, and private companies were visiting that same village for partnerships. Can you see the power of, what information or what you do can produce, how it can affect lives, the effect or the positive impact? What changed the village? I want to ask you, what changed the village? I'm not seeing anyone here right now that loved somebody here to answer the question. One man received accurate knowledge and shared it. That's what happened. Another story, the Lagos mechanic, the Lagos mechanic who became a global consultant. All right. A mechanic in Lagos, frustrated with poor training, began watching accurate online tutorials like what you're seeing right now, what you're watching right now, and learning modern engine systems. He posted videos explaining what he learned. Today, he's invited by automobile companies across Africa to train others. What we are doing here today is not a joke, like my boss will say. It's not a spectator's call. You have to do something. You have to move. All right. What lifted him was not luck. Wasn't luck. It was correct, correct technical knowledge shared responsibly. And we're saying to everyone, if you're on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, Spark Hubs, I beg your pardon. That's our free app, free nation building app. You can do video calls, audio calls. It's like it's a meeting avenue. You want to hold a meeting with your staff. It's a nice place to be, or an avenue to use or take advantage of the Spark Hubs. Simply go to our website www.thesparkhubs.org. I have another story. The community that reduced crime by 60%. The community that reduced crime by 60%. In Benue, a youth leader observed that most conflicts came from fake rumors, wrong information, or miscommunication. He launched a simple WhatsApp truth board where he posted verified information from police, community elders, and government. Within 1 year, misunderstandings reduced drastically. All right. This is what information revolution looks like. Clarity creates peace. Clarity creates peace. All right. Then I have this, the danger of misinformation in nation building. So, misinformation breaks a nation faster than truth. Please, am I still being heard? I had a caller, so I want to be sure I'm still being heard. Please, can I get feedback?
God,
All right, thank you, Mr. Jaja. I had a caller, so I thought it had ended. So, fake news amplifies tribal tension, political hostility, and unnecessary suspicion. 3, it weakens institutions. All right, it weakens institutions. When people operate with incorrect data, wrong decisions follow. Imagine a health center using outdated medical guidance. It becomes harmful instead of helpful. All right. I said number 3, it weakens institutions. Institutions. When people operate with incorrect data, wrong decisions follow. Imagine a health center using outdated medical guidance. It becomes harmful instead of helpful. You know, my amazing clusterian she was talking about something that connects medical. So I will, sorry. Okay, she was talking about um, a medical something yesterday. All right. So imagine a dental clinic. All right, with unsterilized tools. You know that will do more harm, all right, than help. So number 4, it kills opportunities. Many small businesses remain small, not because they lack ability, but because they lack correct information, all right, on markets, funding, technology, branding, global demand. Accurate knowledge is economic liberation. Okay, so you can just imagine why people do what they do, why some folks are engaging in one terrible act or the other. All right, let me move to this one for today. Okay, well, information revolution, what it really means. The information revolution is not noise, it is not gossip, it is not social media trends, it is not emotional reacting. All right. A true information revolution is the systematic spread of correct, life changing knowledge that moves a nation forward. It involves 5 pillars. One, truth. Truth. Two, understand. I know a day will come, Madam Clarice from Tukiye will, maybe she will be the one to, she'll be our anchor or spokesperson, and she will be conversing in, Turkish. You understand language? You understand what I'm trying to say? And maybe somebody will be, will have a translator, or maybe, you understand what I'm trying to say? So, as long as we're able to understand, or we have a translator, okay. Number 3, accessibility. Everyone should have access, not only the elites. All right, accessibility. Everyone should have access, not only the elites. Number four, I'm winding up gradually so we can have Madam Clarice. I believe she's the one here, though I have not expanded my screen. Number four, timeliness. Truth must arrive on time, not after damage is done. Truth must arrive on time, not after damage is done. Number five, actionability. Actionability. Information must lead to solutions. Information must lead to solutions. A nation that controls and manages these five pillars develops faster than those with bigger budgets. A nation that controls and manages these five pillars develops faster than those with bigger budgets. And I have another section, the role of youth in nation building through accurate information. The role, I think this is where we're going to be winding up today. The role of youth in nation building through accurate information. Nigeria's youth population is its greatest advantage, but that advantage becomes meaningless if minds are filled with incorrect or unproductive content. Yes, we can only gain the advantage when we have correct information, accurate information. No, we should do away with unproductive contents. All right. And I have this advice. I have advice for for us, everyone. Young people today must become knowledge spreaders. What are you expected to do? Share facts, not rumors. Another one is researchers. What are you expected to do? Find answers, not excuses. All right. Another one is skill learners. What are you expected to do? Master digital, technical, and entrepreneurial skills. Another is community educators. Teach others what you learn. Teach others what you learn. Responsible storytellers build national unity through truth, not lies, not fables. All right. A youth with correct correct information becomes number one, employable. No CEO wants to employ somebody who does not have integrity, who is not truthful, who is a liar, who is a fraud, who is full of deceit. Or you understand? A youth with correct information becomes innovative. Innovative. Yes, you have to be innovative. You don't have to be the one to invent something new, or something that has been invented, and you can, leverage on what has been invented, and you can make something out of it. Be innovative. Yes, you can also, you know, you have to be globally competitive. I'm a diction person. I'm still working on myself. You understand? I do voiceovers for organizations. I'm still working on myself. I have not gotten there yet, but I am still working. All right. You have to be a leader, not a dictator. All right. Lead by example. A nation builder. A nation builder. When the youth think right, a nation rises naturally. All right. When the youth think right, a nation rises naturally. Thank you, sir. Now, let me give us one more, and we'll call it a day. Thank you. So, African, I want to give us something like an African context that is also connected to continental examples, all right? Number one, Rwanda's data-driven governance, all right? Rwanda went from a far war-torn nation, okay, to a model African country because they rebuilt on accurate data, clean communication, and disciplined national information sharing. All right. Number two, Kenya's digital revolution. Kenya used accurate knowledge and information systems to build, I don't know if I'll be able to pronounce this properly, M-Pesa. You know, you have M, then we have a hyphen. We have PESA, P-E-S-A. You understand? M-Pesa, a solution so powerful that it influenced global fintech. Fintech, all right? Now, it will amaze you that I wanted to buy something some time ago, and as soon as I stopped the vendor, I want to buy this. I told him I didn't have cash on me. I told him I didn't have cash, but I was going to do a transfer. You know what the guy told me? Guy said, person said, no, he doesn't use all this. He doesn't believe in fintech. He doesn't have this, doesn't have that. I just laughed. I said, guy, what are you saying? At this age, or in this age rather, in this age, what are you saying? You know, I was saying it, but I wasn't sounding offensive. You understand? I was saying to him that, bros, are you kidding me? Can you say that? You don't have any bank, and he said he used to have a particular bank, maybe First Bank, or blah 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 blah. I say, bros, this is ridiculous. All right. So we have Ghana's education modernization. Ghana's major improvement in teacher training and digital curriculum is rooted in updated information and research, not guesswork. That's why we said, let us stop spreading rumors. All right. We have the internet, we have Google, we have AI, like artificial intelligence. It's very, I don't know why it's difficult for many people to just sit down, do your research. Somebody has told you something, and instead of arguing, instead of arguing, consult Google, consult Chat GPT. All right. So the continent is rising where information is rising. We want Nigeria to be great again. And that's why our mantra, MANGA, M-A-N-G-A, make Africa and Nigeria great again. I have serious work to do. You have serious work to do. I can't be building while you are destroying. We have to build together. All right? We have to build together. We have to build together. So, please, do we have anybody in the room? Do we have anybody in the room? I want to get feedback. I want to get comments. Host, please, is there anybody there? Sorry, I'm by the roadside and I'm trying to, you know. Nobody. All right. Okay. So this is accurate knowledge and information revolution instead of end SARS, end bad governance. Let's stop all this violence. The only violence that is allowed is positive thinking, attacking good things. You understand what I'm trying to say? Anything that is worth doing, let's do it with the whole of our energy. Let's do it with the whole of what we've got. Let's support people who are adding value, people who are ready to. We have people who are always volunteering, like volunteers, to push a project forward or to assist others to get something uh, um, done. So we can support people who are doing meaningful things. Okay, people who are building the nation. Okay, people who are building the nation. People who are saying, "Let us come together." Okay, in my community, people in my community uh, don't have, or we don't have a school in my community, and the children in my community, all they do is wake up, play, roll in sand, and do all manner of stuff. But they are not learning. They are learning nothing. All right. If you can just, if you can just organize somewhere where these children will gather, all right, where they will gather, then you begin to teach them for free. That's nation building. All right, that's nation building. There was a time I went to the orphanage in my own state here, and I went there with the little I had. You understand? I didn't have much, but they received it. They received me, received what I brought. They were very happy. Imagine if I had the power to go there with something worth ₦1 million or more than that. You understand? What do you think? What do you think? Or how do you think they will feel? How do you think they will feel? Don't you think they will feel uh, uh, good or cool about it? And they will pray. They will say they'll say a prayer for me. All right. And let's not forget, the global clusters is in the business of spreading accurate knowledge and information. The global clusters is in the business of spreading. We don't spread rumors. If you send an information to me and I am not sure about it, I am at liberty to confirm, to find out one of two things. Yesterday, Master Genie was sharing something with me, and he was asking, "Do you know about this? Do you know about that?" I was like, "No." He said, "Guy, what's happening now?" I said, "Bros, even the one I have not finished. I have not exhausted. You understand?" But what he was trying to tell me or say to me was, the world has evolved. You understand? And people have uh, 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 information has gone beyond what many of us are seeing or what we see today. Okay, it means people are growing every day. People are growing very fast. Something that an inventor who has invented something today, before you know what's happening, he's planning on upgrading what he has invented. I remember those days when I was much younger, the telephone, like landline, you understand? And you have to dial zero, brrr, you put your hand in the ring, then it will return. Then you dial three again, put your hand in that ring, that circular ring, you spin it, you make it go clockwise, brrr, then to come back again. You understand? But now you don't have to do all that. Technology has gone to another level. Just speak, dial, or just just dial. I want to call uh, the president of uh, the United States. You understand? You know what's up? You know what's up? Do you know what's up? Okay. If we just dial it, I don't have to stress myself. All right. That's how far technology has gone. So I want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate everyone and those that will be watching much later. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget to drop your reviews. All right. Visit our YouTube handle, Facebook, the Spark Hubs, you know, and everywhere. So I want to end by saying, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals, rising technocrats, emerging entrepreneurs, and visionaries united by one mission: to share accurate knowledge that empowers our industries and transforms our future. Another question is, why do we exist? Because accurate information is power. It is the bridge between where you are and where you are destined to be. Because authentic connection matters. Who you are connected to determines the opportunities you access and the heights you reach. We are not just another social media platform. This is more than video calls, stories, follows, and likes. We are not just another marketplace. This goes beyond buyers and sellers. This goes beyond buyers and sellers. Yes, we speak the languages of the world, including our indigenous voices: Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, but our purpose runs deeper. Beyond instant monetization lies something greater: a global nation building platform built on 7 revolutionary concepts. We are here to restore and elevate where past revolutions failed, especially as they relate to Nigeria and Africa as a whole. The Global Clusters is Africa's answer to the world, a platform ready to host over 1 billion clusters, each one focused on promoting knowledge, information, and connection at scale. This is not an accident, this is an intentional movement, and it is immovable. Bye for now. Thank you. Lymphatic Eh?